Mr. Andrew, how you doing today?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good, good. Good to see you.
Fantastic. Good to see you too. It's raining out here in Miami. I don't know what's
Oh,
going
is it?
on. It's nice and sunny, but today we
I
get
know you got some apartment there. That's cool.
some of the dreary weather, man. So, I just wanted to touch base with you. I know you've been with us for a few months now. I know
Yes.
a lot of your conversation back and forth with us and the team has been, trying to test things out, and you said you were still trying to see how everything's working, and I just wanted to get some feedback from you and see what you're thinking.
Sure. So it's like a learning experience, I didn't even know that the facts of Amazon and how 70%, if I'm not mistaken, is handled this way versus the products coming from Amazon themselves. I mean, I'd never put a lot of thought to it. So learning experience. I find the communication strong, which is really positive because there's always apprehension when you're making an investment of not so much the money's a lot of money, but more about am I doing the right thing, and you sort of get worried about all that.
Of course.
Um, the I see, like, I was like, wow, I saw the power of the you know internet, for lack of a better word, marketing. I have VRBO. I have a couple investment properties, so I learned many years ago how I got people from Germany renting a place. I had a place in Naples, and I found it amazing how 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, never sleeping. I'm marketing. And then I saw it as started seeing it with the my store and your guys' great work. And so, I started thinking, wow, if I'm making, I started literally drilling down the cost. I looked at some of the expenses, I divided it and multiplied it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wow, if I'm for every, like, it seemed like for every 30,000 in product, maybe even a little less, it was like 25,000 in various products. I was moving about, I don't know, at one point it was averaging about 5 products a day. So I figured, well, if I double the investment, that would be 25,000, make it 50, make it 75, make it 100. That would be 20 products a day. And if you're making, I just figured out math, it was like $9 a sale, let's say, after paying everybody's, if I'm netting 9 to 10 bucks a sale, and then you figure out making $200 a day times 30 days a week, 6,000 a month, and you start seeing the power.
Yeah.
um so then, so that's, so I get it. I've learned to, like, get it now. Like, at first I was confused a little. Now reconciling the numbers isn't the easiest, meaning, you know well, I'll say one other thing. It also felt really good to have Amazon send me money. Like,
Yep.
when I saw that, I was like, this is for real, which, you know what I mean? Because, I'm like, I'm somebody. And I found that, like, relieving, like, okay, this is not, a fly by night event here. Um,
No, not at all. We'll be here 10 years from now. We'll still
you
be
know,
you.
yeah, that was a good feeling. And I was like, wow, so this is pretty interesting. I'm laying out, X amount, and then every 2 weeks I get, once you get ramped up, your sales. So you're getting your reimbursement of your product
Yep.
plus the profit. And that's sort of hard to figure out because it's rolling, and that's, so that if there's any one thing that I'd be like, you know, That's why I'm sort of waiting because I know you guys are looking for other, investors. And I happen to have someone in mind who's a good guy and he's a risk taker. He's not shy about, risk.
Awesome.
But he's someone who asked me because I told him about this because we talk money and finances and investments, and I mentioned you guys. I sent him a couple clips of your videos. But I didn't want to. I wanted to make sure first.
Of
Uh,
course.
so that's part of it. So I'm sort of trying to reconcile the. I don't have a lot of time. It's just I will make the time. I just have been on the go. So I'm going to drill down a little more on that. And your team has been great with spending time with me. Although I haven't, I need to access your resources more. Like I know you have these audio and videos on, storage or, accessible to me. They mentioned that you have video teaching videos or various references I could get to learn how to do reports or what have you.
Yeah, anything you need, you can just reach out and we'll get it sent over to you. We have an app that we've just built out and it will keep things a lot more clear for you. So with Amazon, like you said, it's always rolling. It's kind of hard to keep track of everything through there, but we have an app
Right.
built out that I can actually show you here in a second where it will show you exactly how many products are listed in your store, how much money you're out, and how
Okay.
much you made.
So
It'll
that would be
show
cool.
you sold 900 products this month, you made 6K profit, you spent 13K on products, and it
Oh
will
yeah.
show everything. And then you can also calculate and see now if you reinvest 100% of your profits with the
Right.
track record, these are your numbers projected. If you reinvest 50%, or if you take the 100% cash flow out and just reinvest the what you started with, it will give you projections moving forward.
Okay.
So we're working on things that'll make it even better from that standpoint.
Aaron's been helpful to some degree with like some advice on, as opposed to purchasing, 300 units of something, maybe do less units, more products, like and some minor references of like sometimes you could get stuck with not stuck with a product, but your exposure to competition becomes greater as you have, you know, 3 months supply of stuff versus 1 month supply in essence. Whether that's accurate, I guess it depends on the product. Because I mean, I have those wavy and gas cans, they're selling great. I mean, I did 300. I think I'm down to 35,
So
Uh,
the way we do the products is so we just got back from a trade show that was in Georgia last week. Once we find products that are already selling a lot on Amazon, then we go and find the supplier for that product, and we try to
okay.
work a deal where we are the only ones that sell it. So we've
Uh-huh.
successfully done that with, for instance, K-Bar, the knives that the Marines use. We're the only ones selling it.
Oh,
So we're
wow.
competing with ourselves. So what that means is we can actually raise the overall price. So we've taken that knife from selling at about $80 to over $100. So we've raised the overall price
Wow.
over $20. So when we bring clients on, we do our best to monopolize on products and raise the price. So if we know that there's 1,000 units of that gas can moving, we can either give you that 1,000 or we can split between 10 people 100 each, and
I
we
see.
that it will all move and we can raise the price. So that's how we do it.
I got you. Yeah. Um, yeah, great. Also, I know there's like boosting or I don't know, different methods to increase traffic that I guess I don't know if I'm supposed to do that or authorize you to, or I'm not sure if I'm even accurate in what I'm saying, but
Yeah, so I mean, the products that we're picking are already products that are moving. So people are already searching for them. Amazon already has millions and millions of users going on every day and purchasing them. That being said, there's things that you can do to boost it. I think I texted you a little while ago about having friends and family buy something,
yes.
leave a good review, things like that boost it. You can also, if you want, we can even run ads, $10 a day just to boost your store that much more.
I
But
see.
with our business model, it's not totally necessary. We have brands that we've taken over that are big brands that we work with directly, and we run ads for them just to boost their listings. But for you, we're doing, wholesale. It's products that people already know, like, and trust. And like you mentioned earlier in the call, you didn't even know that when you buy something on Amazon, it's coming from a third party.
Right.
You're 80% of the time, and you didn't even know that until you started with us. So people, they can't tell who they're buying from, and most people don't check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, the what was I going to ask? Yeah, some of the reports, like you mentioned, I'm getting more familiar with the website now and out of see what payment, what well, obviously orders are easy to follow, inventory, at what's active, what's not,
Yep.
um, payments, which is where you could see your total sales. So I think I'm at like 60,000 in total sales. It's
Nice.
like 300 and 40 sales, 402 units, because some people double order two, three or things. So pretty cool.
So just to give you an idea what's possible, I know you're just starting out with us,
Right.
but we have clients that are hitting over
Yeah. So
100K a month,
so now what does that show me? So be specific. So that's 100K a month in sales or
200K a month in sales. The
200K a month in
Yeah,
sales.
the client's making over 20K a month profit.
And what would you say his inventory assets are? I know it's rolling, but what is out there at any given time?
He's rolling at least 250 to 300K.
Got it.
Yeah, but it depends. Like you said, it's rolling. So you'll buy a bunch of stuff. That's the other thing that you can do is if you're on top of your payouts, for instance, you can go in your app and you can see, oh man,
Yeah, I got a little
maybe you
bit.
can see at the top, you can see the current balance.
Yeah, I see it
I
now.
can click on that and I can just go and request an instant payout. And there I have $69,000.
I
I can
see.
instantly, reinvest into more
Now
inventory.
that payout, that's not borrowing. That's if I took
Well,
the
that's your payouts. That's just
it's just accelerate because you're getting it sooner.
Yeah, because Amazon only pays out on every second Tuesday. So,
Okay,
but what you're eligible to do is go in and do daily payouts once
I
you get
see.
rolling with them. So I'm sure that you're already eligible for it.
Do any of your clients source their own products or get involved in what's on the store?
So I'll tell you a couple stories. We do have a couple clients that they don't want to sell things that are deemed as like violent. So they don't
Got it.
want to sell knives and optics and things like that. The more limitations you put on us, the less money you'll make. Our ideal
Sure.
client is somebody that just wants a return on their investment, wants, steady cash flow, put the
Yep.
money in, that we move the products, you make a profit. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you can tell us whatever you want to tell us, but the
Like,
best
let's go
deal,
well more. No, I mean, I'm fine with what you. I get that what you just the message you just said. But what
yeah.
about like if I said like one of someone I know says women spend a lot of money in cosmetics and blah blah blah. I don't know.
So with all due
That's
respect,
very
my
competitive.
my guess is that us, our 100 employees and proprietary software and 5 years of track record, most likely 90%
Yeah,
has a much better idea of what to sell for you than
sure.
um, I mean, I'm always here. I'm open for feedback. You can text us anything you want, but
Got it.
the best thing is just let us do our thing, invest into inventory, and we'll keep growing it for you.
Now, let's say I had this is again just that's not the case, but let's say I had a t-shirt I wanted to sell on my shirt on my store, and I was willing to ship it, pack it, prepare it. Is that my store? I can do that.
Yeah, we'd build out a case study and show you. So like I always have brands coming on that want us to we run like sports exhaust. There's this big company called MBRP based out of Canada. They do aftermarket sports exhaust for like Porsches and Lamborghinis. We run all of their websites for them and it's their own product. We have this one guy that sells like seasoning and we run everything for him. So yes, 100%. I mean, we do launch brands and help them scale on Amazon. But again, the profitability in that for you might not be what you're looking for. The way
Right.
that would work is we would just have a conversation. You'd say, "Hey, I want to try selling this thing. I made up this product." And then I would send it to our research team and I would tell you, "All right, that's a viable option. I think you can make money doing XYZ." Or I'll tell you, "No, that's not going to work out." And then I mean, if you want to test it, we can. But again, our main business model is just wholesale FBA, which is moving products that are already established, that we just buy directly from the suppliers and manufacturers. So
Okay. How about so there have been some like and now again that's because I was a little shy for lack of a better word to just keep going with investment of
yeah,
new product, but now I'm getting much more comfortable.
amazing.
So how would I keep it running? Like let's say I said you figure I'm averaging I don't know. I mean, I received a check for 10,500 from Amazon. I received a check for 8,900. I received some for 3,000, 1,600. They're a little smaller at the moment because my sales dropped a little. I had sold those scopes. That must have been some exclusive deal you got. The Sig Sauer. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Oh, yeah. We sell a lot of SIG. We sell these binoculars. These sell for $1,300.
Wow.
They're crazy. They track your eyes. They're
Really? That's wild.
yeah.
And I must have sold like 30 in a day. And they were like, I sold, I don't know, so many in a short period. So I got that big 10,000 and $8,000 check.
Yeah.
In summary, yeah, my whole goal is just to keep anything I get, I'm sending back plus, maybe 10 more type thing. So I wouldn't have a problem getting up to 100 grand, if that's, I think I probably have 35 now or 40. I don't know.
Invested. Yeah. Just to give you an idea, our top clients are 200K plus. But again, we don't push you. When we bring people on, we understand that there's some level of skepticism and you just want to see it working. So that's
Yeah,
why I do these touch base calls with people, see where they're at, and we can scale from there. So as you see it working, we build a relationship, we make money when you make money. And we're going to be doing this, like I said, 5, 10 years from now, we're still going to have this relationship. As long as Amazon doesn't go out of business, which I don't think they will.
right,
And the only money that we're ever getting from you is a profit share.
right, right.
It's running forever off of,
True.
right? So we're very incentivized to get you to number one, invest more into inventory and to make sure you're getting as good of return as possible on that inventory. So
Now let's say you and Vlad, hit it big, you get discovered, you become famous models and actors. Who would run your show? Like my store is able to be managed by another Innopoly if it wasn't you. Like where is my knowledge need to be in case you two get taken by aliens someday or something like that? You know what I mean? Like
awesome.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't know where to go, where to begin. Obviously, I get all these advertisements from other
Oh,
managers.
don't go with other companies.
Right. No, that's what I mean. Obviously, I'm just saying, you see all this, but what would be my role and process?
So we have things set up where we have people that would take over managing the team if something terrible happened to us. That being said, this is all we do. We don't have plans on jumping ship and doing anything else. We're all in on this. We have loans on warehouses and
Sure.
we invested last year over almost 10 million into our operation.
Wow.
Um, a lot of other companies they focus on marketing and bringing clients in. All the clients we brought in for over a year were from referrals. So we didn't even run ads or anything. We just brought in,
Right.
you're happy, you refer someone, the next person's happy. So we're all in on this. We have, like I said, loans on the warehouses and things like that. We have to keep it going, and we're very incentivized to do so. As we grow, we obviously try to automate as many things as possible. So at the beginning, we were learning how to do this, and then we hired people that knew how to do it, and then we paid mentors that could train them on how to do things better. I'm always, I'm building a business, right? I'm not trying to know everything about it. I'm trying to
Right.
put the pieces together and manage it.
Actually, you surround yourself with the right people. That's something
Exactly.
I've learned, you know.
Exactly. So, if God forbid something happens to me, everything's still in place to keep your business running, realistically.
You had mentioned you were able to narrow in on the profit made. I don't know if that software or you had referenced that you could show what I spent, what was paid
Yep.
to me, what inventory I have, or what have you.
Yep.
Is
So
that something available now or?
yeah, we have the app that we revealed actually at that client event that you missed.
I know. How was it?
It was great. We didn't have that many people show up. Honestly, majority of our clients are super busy and it's hard to get in touch with them. So
Yeah, sure.
we do it every once in a while just to, get people together and it's fun for us. And
No, definitely.
but
Yeah, I would participate again. I mean, I would make a point to get there, and sometimes I'm in the area, so I'll let you know, a week, 2 weeks in advance, even if it's just to have a cup of coffee or something.
yeah, of course, swing by anytime. But back to your point, yeah, we have the app. I'll get you logged in. It's still, like I said, we're still
Sure.
the kinks out, but we have a lot of it built out. So it'll show you all those things, the exact amount of products listed, exact amount of money spent on those products, the amount of sales that you've done on it, and the profit margin on there. And it would also give you calculations, like I said, as to projected profit margins and things like that. You can also always ask, if we send you a purchase order and we don't have all the profit margins included in and things like that, you can ask and we'll send you each ASIN with our expected profit margin. Of course, things can happen where we're always taking into consideration opportunity costs. So if we find a better deal on other products that move faster with higher profit margins, we may lower the price to get rid of your inventory quicker.
Right. Right.
So, we might tell you the projection's 15-20%, but then we lower it and we make 10% or whatever it is. But we can
Have you
always,
done an analysis of just even in your head, for lack of, obviously, in general, like, is it? Of course, I sell one item for $300. I sell another one for 45 and $10 here and whatever the numbers are, 250. The gas can's 89.
yep.
The knife's 40. When your average client or your inventory that you promote, when it all shakes out, is it like $10 an item profit to the to the investor? Is it? I know some deals are 25 I'm making, sometimes I'm making $4. I understand all that. Has there ever been just a
Of course.
$10 a unit is sort of what you could think, or nine, or
So I do weekly reporting with the team and we have all of that data, our average cost per item that we're currently selling across our clients, the average profit margin on that, everything. We've gotten better. So the more clients we bring in, the more money we have, the better relationships we have with distributors and suppliers, the better profit margins we can work. And then when we monopolize on the products like we did with K-Bar, we can raise the price as well.
right?
So we went from having an average profit margin of like 5% to now having an average profit of like 15%. And it's going up. Obviously, we have to be careful what things we say in marketing materials and things
Yes.
like that, not trying to get in trouble with the FTC. But right now, our average profit margin is over 10%. And as we bring in clients, it'll continue to go up. So right now, we're turning uh, about 15 million a month across our clients with about a 10%, 10 to 15%. As we bring in more clients and get better, it will go up.
So it seemed to me, just using my experience, so I started in January, but the true first sale was January 17th. This is the
Okay.
first time I sold anything. And we're in June 17th, any day now, next week. So it's really 5 months. That's 5 months, not six. And it looks like I probably have turned everything maybe 4 months. I think it took me 4 months maybe to sell like my first 30,000, let's say, in product to me sold in about 4 months, probably. And then I put more in. So that is always rolling. So, but I would say 4 months. And I know that gets ramped up and that will probably become 3 months because I don't know, momentum, if you will.
Our average is 8 weeks right now across our sellers.
8 weeks to
So
sell whatever.
yeah,
Mhm.
you buy the products, we ship it to the warehouse, repackage, put an ASIN in a SKU, ship to Amazon, and then they sell out. That whole process is about 6 to 8 weeks. You may have had one or two items that from your original batch that just sold, but
Right. Okay.
Amazon won't even keep the inventory there. They won't let you just hold the same inventory there. So we always have to be mindful
Okay.
since we're
All
buying.
right, good. So 8 weeks, so every 2 months. So what I like about this model is because 10%, let's say it's 10%, 5 to 10%, great, not that great, but great enough. But that's not on the whole year. That's if it's a
No,
turn.
yeah, we're making again. I'm gonna use this video for I'm gonna post it on my YouTube, so I don't want to give exact numbers for fear of getting sued. But yeah, like our average clients are doing very well. I mean, if we just take some hypothetical numbers, as you said before, 10%, even if we're only turning that 6 or 7 times a year, which is about average, you're making 60 to 70%. And I've invested in all kinds of different things. I've had Airbnbs, I've had real estate properties, not a lot, just a couple, but nothing compares to this as far as the how passive it is for you. You don't have to do anything and you're making substantial.
Yeah, no, it's powerful. I mean, that's sort of what I was. And then what really drove it home was when I got the money from Amazon and I saw, that they're sending me money and therefore, it just makes you feel confident.
Have you gotten offered loans yet?
I've gotten, well, not really, just through, no one's called me or
Through
any,
Amazon.
but I don't really want any. I mean, tell me, yeah, what do they offer? Is
So when they see that you're profitable and making money, they only offer it to their top performing stores. But all of our clients, they get loans within the first 3, 6, 12 months. They get loan offers from Amazon. So I had clients every day, they'll get, 100K, 200K, 300K at 2% or 8%
really that low rates like that?
for 36 months. Yeah, I can show you clients. I mean, we can check in your seller dashboard and see if you have any offerings yet. But yeah, I mean, we have clients all day that get stuff at
And it's
2%.
collateralized against the product. Like, what's the collateral? In other words, do you know? Like, I'm assuming I have to buy product with it.
That's a good question. Does
I
he?
would think so, right?
I'm not sure. Everybody buys
I
product with
mean,
it.
Aaron had mentioned that to me, and he was saying, no, you could go finish your basement or something.
Well, there's two things.
Like,
So
what?
there's loans through Amazon to grow your business. I would advise using that money to actually grow your Amazon.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they actually track what you do with it, but I haven't had that question. Clients always just use that for inventory. Amazon makes money when you sell products, so they're incentivized to help you sell more products. When they see that you're um, a good seller and you're on top of things.
Yeah, I would love
That
to
being,
see that if I have options for that. I mean, if it's really that low, let's say anything under 5% in as far as interest rate, if they charge, because you can get right now that you can get 5% in the bank, at one of these Marcus accounts or any of these funds that are liquid money. So if I'm paying 5 to Amazon and getting 5, I mean, I would consider that.
yeah, so I can text you. I'll just send it to you right now. Here's one client. They just got offered 135,000 at 2% for 36 months. 2%.
2%.
So if you're making 10%, you're making 8% on free money. Um, yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah, that's pretty
trying to
good.
send it to you. It's loading.
So I would look, so on my on my dashboard, I'd look for, is there a certain area I would look?
I'll send you a step by step exactly
All
what it
right,
is. But
cool.
what I was going to elaborate on, you mentioned getting loans and things like that. So there's loans directly from Amazon that you can use to buy products and grow your Amazon business. But what some clients have done, I have this client, his name is Paul, and he was able to take out over $1 million. He's been with
Wow.
us for about 2 years. He took a loan against the business valuation, his Amazon business valuation. And then he took that money and bought I think like a pharmacy or something. He
Wow.
took a down payment from a loan against his Amazon store. So like what we're doing, people compare it to, there's a lot of people that have done drop shipping and all kinds of different things, but what we're doing is a real viable business model, which has a lot of resale value. You can borrow against it, you can get loans against it, and you can also sell the business for a huge multiple. Businesses like this doing 5K a month profit for 12 months, you can sell it for 300K all day. So
I know I found that surprising. I mean, so interesting, surprising, exciting. Like I went on flippa.com. Is it Flippa or
Empire Flippers, Flip Bible
Empire?
Sell. Yeah.
Yeah, and I see the stores on there.
I used
Yeah,
to buy and sell them. So I'd buy one that was doing 5K a month for 300K, and then I would sell it to an investor for 350 and do a profit split. Uh,
wow.
so there's all kinds of things you can do, but we've scaled up so much at this point that we can get people to doing 10K a month profit within a year pretty easily. So it's better for us to just spend that money on inventory and on our infrastructure than buying an established
I
business,
see.
unless we go and get something that's doing millions and millions a month, which I've thought about. There's one I was looking at right now that's doing 1 million profit a month, but logistically, there's just a lot to consider.
Now, like for example, that store like that, even you're considering, and you are experienced as it gets. What is it that you're actually buying? Is it because does anyone? I don't really have a name brand, right? Like, and my name of my store is Andycom. Like
Yeah.
nobody knows that, or do they? I mean, does the person who bought the gas can come back to me particular, or no? He just searches by the product, doesn't he?
So great questions. You are building not necessarily a brand, but a reputation.
Okay.
When you start with Amazon, they only give you a certain amount of space in their warehouse, right? So that's one of the main reasons that we even started this business model. I have a mentor, they're called Amazon Lit out of New Jersey, New York. I'm not sure how many millions a month they do, but they do like 10 or 20 million a month. But they've been
Wow.
doing it for like 2 decades, like 20 years. So they've built that relationship where Amazon just consistently gives them more and more and more space, right? We've
I
only been doing this for about 5 years, so we could never go and move millions of dollars through one store like that. So when you buy a store that's doing crazy numbers like that, you're
aha.
buying that relationship with Amazon where they're pushing your listings, they're enabling you to actually store and move that many products,
Got it.
and you're getting like obviously the whatever products they were selling, you get access to the supply chain and everything.
I got it. Okay, so and I know this, but like it just clicks back with me. So my good reviews, my lack of returns, my good standing, all of these things move me in a better. I'm going to come up more when someone searches for any product I have. The algorithms that Amazon has my store, since it's reputable, good, I move up the list and I get more exposure. Is that the word, or more space? You use the word space.
Yeah, so you'll notice a lot of the items that you sell, there's a lot of ways to answer this.
Well, I'll tell you what I did. I'll tell you
But
something funny. I was on my boat with my friends, and was they were, what have you been up to? I started talking about Enopoly, and they, what do you mean? And when you someone who's never heard of this before, trying to explain, it's like they're so confused.
yeah,
Well, they thought, and I told them about the amount of the investment, and I told them about because they're like people who can have money, so sharing numbers is fine with them.
yeah.
And I said, they're like, really? Did you ever meet the guys? No, I mean, sort of through the web. And okay, good, fine. I said, well, let me give you an example. I said, I'm selling these wavy and gas cans. Look, so one of the girls grabbed her cell phone, and I said, search Wavian gas can on Google.
Yeah.
And then she clicked on it, and it took her and then Amazon came up. as one of the sellers. So she clicked on Amazon. Now, this is the first time I had even done this. This was like just me talking at that moment. I said, see who the seller is. So she found so the gas can came up on Amazon. I said, scroll down in the corner, see if you see Andy Com. And I was stunned. I did. It was the one that came up. So I was like, holy shit. That just happened like a week ago. So I guess because is that what's happening? I'm coming up more, the stronger my store is, the more I'm going to come up when people search.
Yeah, you notice that there was no like ramp up period. As soon as you bought products, you started selling. So we're gonna pick products that we can move for you, and we're very um calculated with the way we do things. Of course, the more reputation you get, the more products you can move overall, the more Amazon will push your listings. That being said, we can take just case in point, someone brand new like you that didn't have any previous track record on Amazon, and we can sell the products right away. So, you just started selling that product how long ago? Have you been selling it the full 5 months or?
It was my first one. So it's really, yeah, it was my first product.
Awesome. So in the last 4 or 5 months, you're already, and that's cool. She's not even searching on Amazon. She's Googling it, and you're the first person
She
popping up.
Googled it and then to Amazon, it took her, and yeah, that was really cool. And I did it with those headlight. I have this new headlamps that are up there. I had my daughter do it, and I came up first.
We're good at what we do here.
That was
Automated
really
cash flow.
impressive. That was excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my, and maybe have them keep, you have your team, maybe there was a little lapse where I didn't get any product options for a little while. And I didn't really, I was still in the beginning stage, but now I'm ready to go even more. So, if they want to get me another 20 grand and stuff, in
That was the
purchase.
purpose for this call. I wanted to see where you were at and make sure that you're ready to ramp up. We have like over $10 million of products just sitting there. So we're working on bringing on some new clients right now to move them, and we're also touching base with all of our current clients and getting them to buy more as well. So yeah, we
Yeah,
have
why don't we do 20 more if they want in the next whatever week or something?
perfect. Perfect. We'll do it.
All right.
Awesome. So all in all, it's been a positive experience. Uh,
Yes. If you could, whenever that time comes, or do you feel maybe I could reach out to the team, maybe to do a analysis of my sales versus what my profit has been or something, or
of
show
course,
me how to do it, one of
you have
those.
your spreadsheet, and I'll get you logged into our beta app as well.
Okay.
See everything in there. The spreadsheet breaks down every single number. It's just, again, it's a spreadsheet, so it's kind of hard to look at. But
Yeah.
we have our app that we built out where it inputs all that information in a very easy way to. Actually, I can just show you real quick. Um, let's see where this is here.
I want to check something here.
Uh, all right, let me screen share here. Awesome. So you can see this is the app here, and it will tell you month by month.
Uh-huh.
October quantity 729 units. Gross sales was $46,384. Product cost, they spent 26,000 on that product. Shipping and handling cost, 1,232. Amazon fees, we always have to pay for Jeff Bezos's super mega yachts and all
And
that.
his alimony.
And yeah, and his alimony. And then you see the total net profit is 5,247. So
Wow.
what percent is
It's
five
about
thousand two
11,
hundred
12, 11 and a half.
of 26,000? Exactly.
Oh, of 26.
So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
over 20% profit margin
Yeah,
on
it's
on that.
wow.
And then you can see as the store ramps up, that was October 2023, November, December, and it just keeps going up and up. You can see here, he spent over $104,000 on products in the month of March 2024. just like you, right? People, they start out slow, they see it working, and they continually invest. So he's up to spending, over 100K a month now. He spent 100K. You see all the fees, Amazon fees, 37,000 we're paying to Jeff Bezos.
Wow.
Net profit was 16,000. And I'm a math whiz, so I know that 16, well, it's almost 17,000. 17,000, he's about 16 and a half, 17% profit margin on that 100K he's spending in 1 month without doing anything. So, I mean,
Wow.
I know people that borrow money or lend money for 12% a year. Here we made this client 17% in 30 days. So pretty
Wow.
impressive.
That's something.
You can see here he's made last 3 months, just the last 3 months. So 16, 10, 15. So he's made 40,000 in profit in the last 3 months. He's
Yeah, that's
spending
something.
about 100 to 120 a month as it rolls. And then yeah, I mean 3 months.
Well, I think, and you just, I finally get now why the store is so valuable because its track record and its algorithms. I don't know. There's Amazon's relationship is what you're paying for, right? The relationship that's established, right? Because let's say I buy a store or you buy that $1 million store. Let's just say you buy that $1 million store. You're not, I mean, you might be getting the inventory that they have at the moment, right? It's probably included, maybe it is, maybe, but you have to restock the shelves next month, right? You yourself with your own
It's the
money.
supply chain. So you're getting the products and you're getting the relationship with Amazon, where Amazon will actually let you move that amount of products.
But the supply chain you have to bring, right?
No, no, no. So when you buy a business like that from someone, just like when you purchase with us, right?
Okay.
You already have the products lined up. So when you buy a business, that you're getting access to, it's like if I bought a pool cleaning company once upon a time, and you get the pool cleaning route, right? So
I
like
see.
find the
So if someone bought my company, they'd be sitting here talking to you next
yeah.
week
So
instead of me.
we've had three clients sell out of about 100, and
Gotcha.
I'm incentivized to have you sell it if you want to, because we take a percent of the sale,
Right.
keep running it. So I get paid twice on the same asset. So if you want to
Right.
go next year, sell your business for 400K, I take 20% or whatever's in our contract, and we keep managing it. So nothing
Wow.
changes for me. You get a bump in cash. We have a client right now. He was actually at our
Interesting.
last client event. His name is Leo. He is a lawyer. He's been with us for 2 or 3 years, and he wants to sell. He's like, hey, like, because we showed him the numbers that it can sell for, and he's kind of tapped out as far as how much he can invest every month to keep it rolling. And how much is he doing a month right now? Like, he's doing like 6K a month profit or something. But we're gonna go and sell his business for like 350. So
Wow.
he made 3.5 times his money in the last 2 years, plus the cash flow he made the whole time. So really, he probably made 5, 6 times on his money over
Right.
2 years, because the cash flow, all the profit he made those 2 years, plus now selling. So
Uh-huh. Okay. Got it. Got it. All right. Well, awesome. Thank you. This was good. I learned more.
yeah, of course. I was just looking at some stores here on Empire Flippers.
Okay.
But yeah, super interesting business. And thank you so much for believing in us. And it's interesting how businesses nowadays, your friends are like, hey, you've never even met these guys. It's all over Zoom. But we're thankful that we were able to earn your trust and get you working.
Definitely.
So
Yeah, I'll have this gentleman, Jeff, probably start. Maybe right now he's in the middle of traveling, but maybe August or something. Remind me, and we'll get
my
him work.
birthday's in August, so that'll be a nice,
All right, me
nice
too.
birthday present for me.
August
Birthday.
11th.
No way, I'm the ninth.
Yeah, then you're
Yeah.
Leo. I knew I liked you.
Yes, sir.
All right, you got it. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Andrew. Have a
All right,
fantastic day.
got it, guys. See
Bye.
ya. Bye.